Opram ato yamatie for ha mama kwa bad mobile power 97.9 FA TV XYZ so your promoter break Kasiebo na yede erebramo free main studio say 37 Abebresem Street so Accra Kasiebo ebekwa kofa voter power so 94.1 Global FM ewo ho Sharp FM Watakra den Sruma FM wonkrantkwata boem ewo jazz ka ginyame wo sampa Nananom ewa hafugo so Western Radio Exiama Elembele KFM 92.1 wakpaza Nglegi FM wobole Vinci Radio ni TV wadunkwa onofin Atom Local FM wasasitre High Radio wabechem sansuna uko amanonia radiosmonline.com apo 68 FM ewa Virginia USA tuning Power 97.9 Daisy Radio wa Italy Adam Fopa Radio wa Paris, G-Life Radio wa UK, OPD Radio su wa UK, my XYZonline.com, Multi TV, Digi Box so your radio channel XYZ so Facebook and every abri streaming live our Power 979 FA TV XYZ Ghana, YouTube XYZ broadcasting honum nyina do ha Kasiebo no streaming live our honum. In some way bedimo akotimbi eni ora Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa North Tongue Rashebegwene din sema to gwachrim se isi abato dwumeko no won titene ne kamia se enimunyam bia ni ho a owobi
na yenamo ena Rashebegwene so de ba de hye was out to about so mpeswa so enso ba bontidi ato dwase se akoya den papa de ama no won mpeswa so benya nkwada wo madi mfie du nwotwe se wo munkwhwe wo mudin
A police fu mako eduanan ena wode IGP akopue mu asem ni bia eden bone ena waye
Dr. Anasa Professor Frimpong Boateng enso babonte dia to dwase fi kwa me nkroma bresu besi na yenya obi a woye kende ni ebeka so no wani suade hunu se wode besesa Ghana amagana akonanim
Esantimanra ode nsema to gwachirem se enya asrafo a wo ba bedi abibiman so eno ene bebua bibiman anase bibiman nyinara yang economy anema nkoye no ochirem se enya asrafo no wo ba enema bekoyi
abusia abrantie ya wadi mfie aduonu mienu a wono ehwe nyame anim ema ne boss wode se kan wo no kum no no wie wasesa ne car no waje atum ko to se wono ha ne di se wu no
Eyi eni sem fufuru bi na awiabre yang atena se ayereba bekenkan ede amamuse opramotobre Kasiebo enyumeku bi adaroma ne yede nsemi erebremu
yemfa sidama solak natural clinic wo madama eno otaye chi dendede anya asem keto awo ho asem de wo de dan no a obebo ama wo nso anyaba ede ato na so ne afro mo me ne be saa so na wo nso so agya ye be fro dada dia na ese wo nso so no ukọhwa ye bebo abo adwuma saa emema no mo nso agire low sperm count no ukọhwa ye bebo o sciatica o sisi ne ye o apostle jonku BP ene de ka ho nyina no nya de du so like fo aso ye a wo mo ebehwe no se ochinachi ya wada ya wo mo ye free screening e de ama Ghana fo nyina ni nti bo modern se ya wada ebe wo bekọ wo ma so ye wo kokomlemle na wo so de ho akwakọhye free screening no emobiem wo mo mfidie wo ho enti kwa ye de be fefi wo hunu ba bi oha no na fe de duro aka ho Accra ha se de mdi kaka ni kokomlemle ena wo Obehava Senior High School no Kaswan so Old Market second bus stop and Abe Huna Chakwa, more walk as one and important moment frame 0598 170770 0598 170770 and I'm also one crying and it me and some Fred Doc 055 393 2631 055 393 2631 and you may be kaho and you're so marrying.
Yanga yadin same erebremo meding de Accra Kofi Dako Mene
Ama Poma Checheku
Isam no munchirem ankasa eneng. Mrasha begweni de Malaysia wong ewon of tongue about one peso from Mantemayo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa edin sem atugwa richim se yang abato dwumaku no titene ne Madam Jean Adukwe Mensa kamia ze yekase ni munyama oyobi asabi oni bi wo memu enti ni sema orikika nyina ewo edin tragedy a erekoso nyina no mo omanfo entie no asopem Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa den sem tugwa chim se no bra ma me wo friends am trafo nhyem na wode nsem eretugwa no amane boni bia ebai na de robonyuma ni bi aka ho asem echirem se ma me kan ni nsem se kamia yese budget a odikoma parliament se wonye ntum no nye sika infahwe se di ntradwumadi no ye beye no ewo polling centers ahoro nyina mu wo man yi mu no kamia se parliament amfasa sika no ama no na nsem no bobɔ bai o se no ntina wo si ginai se said intradwumedi no ye bekoso ewo mensen a eye electoral commission one office ene ye bekwa akotwere no nsem yi ebobɔ bai na ne dwabo ase dwumedi so bra kwa menka etigwem na oni Samuel Okujeto ablakwa twetwe nkomo na no na odi nsem etu nanim ena orichire mu se wono de se maami beka sasem ya na chem se enye no kware esan se budget a wode bra won ewo parliament no yade se wode ni nyina tu mu ena sika ni nyina wode ni nyina ma no enti so beba kogina bebe no akase parliament ava sika ni nyina amane dia Ghana fu nyina ni nsema orika no ye montugu ne fensi so okire mu se ne waye niama trukan yi nyina no edi adanse se yiwu Madam Jane Adukwe Mensah oni credibility.
An electoral commissioner, Jane Mensah, who need credibility. She is not a woman of integrity, on canopy, and I am totally appalled that such a high-ranking public official. I challenge her to produce evidence. Krata or deba parliament, or beka say, or no or per se or year registration at all the electoral wards and at all polling stations. And young members of parliament, ye ka say the sika nipo ente yem peniso yen man kwine yen approve ente ye slashing the budget ama wakwako ye registration no at district offices. I challenge her. When did she ever make such a demand to parliament? Who share the records or no ena oba parliament with a request for 386 million Ghana cedis. Now that 386 million Ghana cedis ye approve yan edit it, yan slash it, yan reduce it. There was no amendment to her request. Obia until Ghana, and it never happened in Parliament. If you more parliamentary reporters, more from was there ever during the budgetary debate, the budget approval process, appropriation? Did it ever happen? Sir, electoral commission on my budget, Mote say, you're slashing budget. Nana Jane Mensah per se or yeah registration at all polling stations and a year MPs. Which MP will have done? And you think our constituents will forgive us? Over my constituency here, some have to cross 2 rivers. Omo free Ayiwata, they have to cross the Ayiwa River. And some they then travel about 90 kilometers, get to the Volta River.
Wow. To
then cross the Volta River. 2 rivers. Omo free Dofokome. And they say Omo cross the first river. Now Omoaba, the Volta River, to cross and some of them drew the registration center. I challenge in Mensah to produce evidence.
Samuel Okujeto ablakwa Northton Brashe Begweni.
Yeah, that's what Watamodia ni mfie ni yeni so enche Southton abato empeswa so na ehon so ma hye bedwani wisdom Kwabla Mensah woyome wono so dia to dwa chese electoral commission tintintini a wo mo ayese wo mo dia edintro no wo mo ntetre wo mo nkwabe mu na emo mo offices nkwa no mo ye no e de ho akese pa na ebre ni wona abato empeswa so esan se nei enam sikasem ho a chese akwakwa bibie ho na taredi amagana fo bi no nti no enkwada na wo mo di mfie du nwatwe ni mpo empeswa no mbekọ na o makotwe wo mo di sanse wo hwe mono ebinom tete so ene baabi a wonu be free ansan ye de wo nyina egu ka mu wo nso ebetwa nso ye de wo twa aba electoral commission wo offices so metwe wo di no a na ese eyeka na eno anam so bi madwuma no ayede papa wo cha enkomo a wone manfo adi ne kasa wone manfo akasa nyina no esaiti kasa mu asese hu akwa atwenti amana ye din so obenya manfo no e de wo free miamia hodo e wone mpeso so akoso wo nkotwe wo mu di ebewi ache na kyesasafo nyina no ye ka wo nsa gu wo mu chi abre no so se wo se yekoto aba wo nya kwanya ento aba ebi nto obe se mpedimfo ada so matama saa de no aye ka enra electoral commission akotena wo kyese ya ama won musika so wo mfa nkoye e wo eye polling centers ahodo nti baabi a wo moye no ano wo moye no wo kira ha adwene na ha mpeso ahodo no aso ene nti penifo hwentu ho anamo.
That for me is where these guys are getting it wrong. And so, all the same, we are doing our best. Well, I think it is, currently Parliament is on recess. And so we are looking at it in totality. My caucus is looking at it, and just as I believe other caucuses are also looking at it in terms of the regional basis. Thankfully, I came here with my caucus chairman. I'm the vice chair from the Volta region in terms of the MPs. And so we are collecting views and collecting what we think should be the way forward when we get back to the House. We are likely to resume maybe later part of October. And so all these things may form part of probably it's all discussions. Because definitely we will need answers for why the EC chose to just make things so difficult for everybody. It's a very difficult. I thought they could have done better. It's just deliberate what they are doing because since we haven't got any tangible answers from them, it's a deliberate thing to just disenfranchise or suppress voters. I mean, this is something that they owe Ghanaians a lot of explanation, and so well, we'll see what happens. It's an issue. Parliament must take it serious, and we'll really look at it when we get back to the House in the later part of October. But for now, we are just doing our best out of the situation we find ourselves, but just at the cost.
Abusiafo brashe bedwane de ma de hye wo South Wabato empesos yera wisdom kwabla mensa woyomi ene ateso wakase
wo insam foforo emu no apolisifo aduanan a wo mo chief inspectors na won atabre police domsa hene George Ekufu Dampare akopuem ewo court ne nyina nam se sa politifo aduanan wo twem se one promotion insensemi eti na rate anase summons awode akodan Kumasi High Court no sa politifo echiremu se won ayi won every promotions aba nyina mu in fact, one say one assume best in fisher eduanu enum kopim eduasa intemini nso no wom agusu ewo honom so one juniors a one won eye adwuma ewo police adwuma kuno emo no wom de won promote wom wo kirem se won aye adwuma bepim sabre na wom so won koje adesua edi efi eye police fo won tetewe ebia ne nyina no won awie nso bepim sabre no nya de se a police fo mpanyefo yi won apromoti won enti sa nipa aduanan wode nseme akodan court ise won momoden na won hye IGP na won so won nya akwanya na se nimde foforo bi wo se wokoje na eno susu da nchen a promotion a ese na fata won no IGP momoden se obetumi ede amawo na won susu no niema a ese na fata no won sa ebetumi asoso sa nipa aduanan wo kyeremu se 3 senior police officers bi and say wokopuem ewo eye parliamentary committee enim a wori enhwehwemu edefa eni bi a epremonting so anipa bi arebo pause wobetu ono IGP de adesuin no sampanyefo ibasan yi eka ho ebi na sabre amanebo no ekyerem se senia ebeye na won so won banya sa promotion bi na won atu sa anamona ne nyina mu nso no nipa basan ya wokopuem ewo eye committee no enim no wode sobo erebo eye IGP so ono na waye ehwehang ma nipa bia wo se wo promote won no bepim sabre wonya impromoting won ye enti police fo a won eye chief inspectors makomako 40 and wodin sem akodan Kumasi High Court se won hye IGP na promotion ase ne fata won no won fa ima won.
Professor Kwabna Frempong Boateng yepenimpa ya wono na National Cardiothoracic Center ye wo enkrahase wokofa de baye na afi apema henkra watwinum na saya sabia kese hwehwe akomamoi wo mode eba sabe wampani dada jeje ne wo mu a etwem ko bebre na aboa ese de beya sa ni suade hunu betumi abemum papa yodo MPP amanyokom ye behwe amre bi kura wo ba bepre eye Frank Krafo dibre ewo MPP amanyoko ni din mu a wanya na nyina mu no wo mu a me mema ndibra hodo wadi so pay and an answer cross your man opinion. What your dream the committee a wash magadam say who you made ye to me a trasso ewo my egana imum. Na papa na no watch your crater near Carter ne moon se my dear ma and was what they told their ma next president ya one never bet so my Ghana benya so is as a name of bebre who here a name of bebre who aquatia ye here will be a when it's ready who saw Baba Shabwa Amagana yet me a tumpon e was aquano esom. Na crater any moon egina summons and trophy never pay a din como ebisa the near tia within Tim Sacratano a fabi no dear to your chesse or my Ghana say ye Kwame Nkrumah ya da me admire wada ye di na wada e de to nchanya ye nya kendi ni bia sabi woni swadi hunu se obetumi dia asesa o my Ghana ye beka se transformational leader e wo mayimo ye Kwame Nkrumah firi ho a obi e ni ho no mu a owo bie na wo hwe o mayimo anke ye o man a ye beka se asomdwe wo ha ama enka bibia ta din anka mpuntuo de nkeni kwanse nka Ghana fo ebo ye kra wakwan bi so na enso esan se ye nnia kendi fo papa wo mo ani suade hunu no mo wo pene se wo mbebo asesa Ghana nti e na Ghana ya nkobesi ye twa ho a ne asabesi ye twa ho a ne abesi ye ye ntumi nkɔ anim e wo mpuntuo kwa so a wo kira e ha adwene pa na oni anuanom CCTV fo e na na kasa wo de sa ensem we etodwa.
These are some of the things that we introduced into the politics, but somehow it doesn't gain traction, no, I mean, I'm have to be honest with you. I'm not criticizing the government or anything. Now, I'm not saying that I wrote this thing to target this government to criticize. What I'm saying is that we haven't had any transformational leadership since Nkrumah. I mean, if Lawrence was transformation, 19 years, we have made it, Yeah, but he didn't set it up. He helped, but when I was going to Germany, he was not the head of state. I went when the champion was head of state. Nobody gave me scratch. I went on my own. I studied on my own and came back. Nobody paid my fare or anything. I came back. But he was head of state and he helped. And I'll give him full marks for that. Because the first time I saw him was when he came to commission the center.
This is Rawlings?
Yes, in April 1992. I'd never seen him before. But he helped, told people, Kasiebo, TV Obin, and then and his wife, Nana Kwadu, they all helped. And I give them full marks for that. And the equipment was bought by Germany. I put out the burden myself. But he allowed these things to happen. So we should not say Ronnie set you up or he brought you. No, that's what people say. I mean, I said it. You know what he said? When he became in, he was 30-something. He said, look, we saw the greed and decadence in Asia, Southeast Asia. And we had a sense of mission not to be part of that thing. So from the very beginning, he said it. And so working with science and technology, he was able to propel Singapore from third world scholar to this affluence in 25 years.
Abusiafo Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng ene etis wo desa ensem we eto idwa.
Yentua Kasiebo no so na yenko nsem foforo emu. Oman Ghana yasang abeda biai a uba ebibiman nyinemu a yehwe amanga yedika a yedi IMF kadia Oman Ghana na sabra mane bochim se yanga sang abedikan bium. Eyi nam sunti IMF International Monetary Fund nsem abetugwa echirim se nhihai a amanga yedika yenam so na yepesa yeka yedi no yebe nhihia na ngetua ne ye no Oman Ghana eka ho bi no yemamodeng se yenhihia no yebetumi aye ne ye na yinyina ebai enam se 90 billion Ghana cedis eye nhihai a abang enam so a ose eno nam so a eka a yedi no yebenam so na yedi etua na eno so eka domestic debt exchange program yi ho abang asang ebue no foforo no ebiom na san nhihia foforo ya abang ede ababiom no ochirem se be se 13 billion cedis ena wo hwe nim se ebetumi aboa na Ghana yan GDP ratio no enioma betumi akofem kakra ede amayen so ni nyina mu no kamia ye se enhyeda emwa ye papa a nkasa ho ne fenkita hodi a ye ne nkrofo eridi no enhyeda emwa ye ewosa nhihyi emu na adehye beka ya na atwetwe mu emu no ena ban wona maso ya wo mo hwe sikasem so ede nkratase bi abachem se what they said DD pinch fufuri neto so ebien ere eba na no and what in December 2 montings no pensioners bond holders individual bond holders and if a bankers association a womo my munyinara achim se woni ahoden ne obroni kan say fiscal strength ni bi a wode won ho ebeje sa nhihyi emu eyi na nam so asabre amanema age tripping amaya nema hyedan konkan infa mayen a IMF ere chirim se ne nema asifa erekono yang nhihyi a yeriye se yede betua yenka no yehwe so na yenye ne ye antisade a ede niam begegu ede ama Oman Ghana
Yemfra manyosemu na fe yenhwe ensem ahodo emu na enche na bede adwase rabia ne din de Princess Safia Hinkan wadi mfinhye aduasa enum ye business woman na okumase wono ane security guard ya wadi mfinhye aduonu mienu John Alista ahwenyame anim atwese ka dia wa awre ye twetwa no wo wie ya wokunu no oja ne garage a ne car ye esi ho kia sportage no so ofa de eka ho achese wadi adwane koye na namso aposifo ani bre sansemi so pa semisi wa paso ye no be sokoban ewa santimantemo ebe ko wi ache ne sakrachi ye kwache no eche obaako nso no nso eka no ho a ne din ene eye Anoche James Anoche na ye kire wo mo ne de wo makokot a me wi ache ne krachi no a wadi mfie aduonu mienu a no no na ye security guard wo fie ho ache so frɛ ne mfefo beka ho a wo mo di sabone na agye atom wo court se ampa asɛm no a ye de ho ntansa ebodo no wodi ho fo na ache so no a ne boss abra no esum kra ba na tirim a wo ye de se wa wonim se bonsam wote ne ba bi agya wo dwen ho no bibia ba wono ane ye de be hye ne so wono nso wonye nti asem bi esi a ose ye bonsam na ese wono nso agya wo yina no enye ye nti na yagye atum sase ye bonsam na we de wakogye atum esese na esia makoto aye de se ene wo mo mfa ne nkotwere mo ne akrache ba ko no ka ne ho no na nyame ya adom ano October bosom de toso emiensa wo mo ensa mra biem na ASP Stephen Ofori wono ena kwadubofo ya wo mo gina sa asemi mo no odi wo manim wone sentwofo akasa e de afasa asemu yo.
This is a case of murder. The due process has to follow. Even though he has told the court that he admits whatever happened, but the due process must follow. So when docket is completed, we forward to AG for his advice before the processes will start.
For ASP Stephen Ofori na yete se wode sa ensemi tu jana sa yare wosem enti ehwe ni musenya me adma October bosom de toso miensa asemi wo mesa de akopie mo e wo court ni ahwe de be free mu abaye ni de echi
Wogusa Orusha ye live ewo TV XYZ so sanctusu tie yen ewo power 97.9 efe yen other affiliate stations. Esa streaming live ewo yen social media platforms ahuru nyina mo say Facebook say Twitter ne fe Instagram yen tu Kasiebo no so na yen ko insem foforo emu. Esa ntimanwura eyo otumfo say tutu so ebien na odinsema to go achirem say abantugu anansay erikukokoso ewo bibiman emu no osenye no ene beboa yen ma yen economic challenges no yen mi asowano oni poproi edi nsemi to go chim se na nsempo behwe gabon man no emu no wo mususo asrafo no mampanyin a won ato aba ma no kamia ise won etu no adeso na ochim se nya no na bebua ne esi wo Burkina Faso Guinea ene amanga akaka na nyina ani je ka bi no o se nya no na ebebua yen oni poproi edi nsemi to go e wo St Andrews Africa Summit ebaso e wo Scotland.
I should at this stage deal with what has emerged as a matter of the greatest consequence to the fate of our continent. It is the regrettable phenomenon of the resurgence of military coups in Africa. In the first 2 decades of political emancipation, the spirit of military coups rocked the continent and took away the first generation of leaders for the immediate post-independence era. Having gone through the experiences that followed, the continent concluded that its fate lay in the orbit of democratic governance, and so it has been for the past 2 suggests that something has gone seriously wrong. Let me make it categorically clear that regardless of the circumstances, I do not think that military intervention offers a solution at this point in the evolution of our continent. Sure. There was a time when circumstances produced the notion that power flew out of the barrel of a gun. Those times are over, and we face completely different circumstances now. The critical problem confronting Africa is the economy. From north to south, east to west, and all the joiners in the center, the burden is the economy. It is how we ensure every citizen and every family has food on the table. It is how we create jobs for our young men and women so they can stay and serve their country. It is how we find resources to provide education and healthcare for our people. It is how we apply the intellectual gifts with which God has richly endowed us to improve the conditions we inherited. It is about how we mobilize the rich cultural resources for the good of our society. The state of our economies impinges on the security of our states. Poverty and unemployment create instability, which present both opportunities for discordant voices.
We esantimanra otumfo osetutu a otoso ebien.
Afeyanhwe enwomesua eho asem kakra na private schools bi ewo magane mo na wo bodi adesede ekọ ede ama ankrenkre ahodo ese wo madama womumra emeso womasnim se de be ya womdwumadi ahodo ebetumi akọ enkan womasra aban so se abayada ma ya womfa na ni hwe private school ahodo ye no so ewo man Ghana mu no womwa wom se de be ya wombetumi agira wom na so na boama womatretre wom nkwabe mo de aboama adesuafo bebre no a wom etumi agina wom enaso na yenumu adehye ene se de emu nsemsetie no yenhwe ho simemra ye ba ye de emu asem ne yie pa eba bedamo.
Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area net choose power effort. Now select the number of drawer and put their zone wishim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pay. The more as a Russia draw them when they stand a chance able to marry in a big. You're big. Every week you be also your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana cedis. Knock off you, good deal last star 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Do you know that the first 6 years of your child has so much to do with how their next 80 years will turn out? Do you also know that for a child to develop independently, we have to ensure they are fiscally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, and cognitively developed? If I may, how is the relationship between you and your ward? Join me this and every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and let's talk education to ensure a better future for our children. I am Daitesa Ampofu, popularly known as Madam Time Bomb. I'm going to be your virtual teacher on TV XYZ. Let's talk education, building the future through education.
Cine, exclusively on HG Plus channel 115.
Yada masisa matwen ye yentu Kasiebo no so mfama mo ewo TV XYZ ne fe Power FM so na atoye mantama policefo ana wachirem se won akokire nipa basambi a wosusu se won enim eye ukopemu ewo Russia magno emu nipa bonifo bia na se nipa bia won asore etia se wo pese wotu aye abang no adeso ewo honom no Ghana dishi basambi so won akosore se nka won so wo mu eriye oyekire ade afuai nipa yi eso na sa nipa basan eye Evans a wonya mfisha eduonu enum 25 years efe Michael Esiedu 23 ene Ernest Esiedu a no so enya eye 26 years na atoye mantama policefo ena wode nsem atunsentwerefo enimo chim se you sa nipa basan yi won aye won adwinsin ko obeye oyekire ade atai nipa yi achi ewo eye atoye mantam eba ne sa nanti ene wo mamra no eye juma won akochiri won ewo ehonom assembly woman Edima Fijai electoral area eye Ramatu Ibrahim odinsem bi atunsentwerefo enim eboye humodin sense abeka eye assembly woman ni nsema okan no brepem no yensaka ye de bebre yengetiefu ne fe ahwefo
Saheba Center and Clinic kisans wo mo so ka ho bi na wie ye de Kasiebo abeso mo so sisi ye oya koko na afifiri wo ananso mema ya mo hode ne ekofo menem e na hode no atekwa wadama Saheba me share capsules bebo papa pedro betimi afa ne mienu abom ananso kwa be fa ne mako ni nyina be ye adwuma e wo ni pedua kama obi ye na honam tutuo wo so arthritis waposo sa no etwetwe wo no wardrobe a enonom afei o se ye ma wo ntiase se malaria so tete wadu samala hebo ho ye no be ye ho adwuma pa ne wonya no mu a te na chese ekwa ne sa Saheba ointment de ye twetwe ni pedua no e ma ni pedua no so enya ahode kama general body pains na wo de bi atwetwe a ebetu asie Ghana ha baby etu no ton Kasiebo power Kashi drug lane no kwa obenya biato sanso na herbal shops ahodo ene chemical shops ahodo nyina mu kona bodin se wo pe edusa heba mixture ene ne capsules ni onua no mo e ka ho no a ne nyina yebeto bi e de ama wo mo clinic no ankasa e wala pass junction no GT banka na wadru so a ebe la spa masano e ho no wo friend wo 0500110115 0500110115 0557009824 osebra na ebeji adansidi
Manga de she eha na brina de je obema ye kwan ne ewia opromoto Kasiebo aye de besomo e wo TV XYZ any Power FM so no eha ne de nyinara besi ede amamo ntia kasipa enkoma abeba Levina Benewa Dubin yanga ye de insame ebramo medende akra Kofi Dako ewia breme ne
amapoma Jeku akra me so me fanchia e ma me ma me no mo akosu awusu a e na afi efia santoa e ne akosu afrempoma ya wo
Francis na woda